Oh, I just realized my mic was muted for a moment. Alright. Set my phone there. Let's get into it, because this is new. So I don't know.
I offer up my thanks to thee, O Messiah, for granting me the ability to serve you as a predator whose prey is knowledge.
I strangely like that quote, just mentioning that, the prey is knowledge.
The Emperor favors me today.
Victory awaits.
Wait.
Stop. There.
What is this pedestal? Enough to send your mind reeling? What the fuck is this?
We should deal with this.
This just all looks evil. Okay.
It's about time.
I also saw... It saw something as well, like, hey, look at this. That was a sound, like, where your perception is good enough to pass. Which I assume is this here.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Okay, no.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
My warp sight reveals something.
What do you see? Because you don't show me what you see. What did you see?
A new challenge for me?
I hate that sometimes because I love when it... Ow. Just feel my muscle twinge. It did not... Oh. Okay, so right there. The goods. Oh. This kid's falling in love. Hey. Info. Hello, Folly. Hello, Saksan. Hello, Lori. Okay, so this ray thing turned people crazy. Okay. Interesting. Before we activate, we did see something over here. I don't know what you saw.
Compared to naval service, that was
Cassia,
barely
but
a
you
challenge.
saw something.
None shall
Oh.
stand in my way.
It's a Xeno chess. Cool. I have no idea what that is. Cool. Cool. So what happens if we activate this thing? We're gonna die.
Did fine.
The beacon site belongs to the ancient Xenos called Cars Machines. No. I wasn't done with that. Oh, we have to... Okay. And then we have to reject you. To there. And then we have to reject you. And then we reject you to there. And then we reject you to there. What did that do? Oh. Now we have to make a new symbol. Okay. Okay, so we got that. So we have to come here. No. Okay. Okay, so boom, boom. We come here. No. Yeah, okay. Then we come here. No. Then it comes back that way. Wait. Oh, yeah. The Ancient Force Sword. Deals additional psi rating damage. Okay, cleave, psychic force. Cool. I think no one other than me can use it. It is buried in our elite chain sword. What does it look like? Okay. Cool. What do you... Wait, dude. Where'd it go? Oh, was in the chest that we found? It was that? Okay. You put the chest in there and then it activates. Gotcha. Cool, 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 cool. Can I do stuff I want to go all in the wardroom or if I want to redeem songs? That is a struggle. It is. It is. I need to, at some point tonight or tomorrow, I need to post my schedule. Because it's we got every collab going on. We have Monday with Mori. We have Tuesday. We have Valhalla. Wednesday we have Hateful Boyfriend, and then Thursday we have Clannet. So we have like a full collab schedule. I don't think I need you right now. The stone mountain chain is composed entirely of a mineral with a shiny mirror-like surface. The mineral itself has no particular value for protection, but its properties make this place incredibly beautiful. The sky is brilliantly reflected in the many surfaces of the plateaus, oddly shaped rocks, stone arches, and columns. The view is especially stunning on clear starry nights or when aurora trails dance in the sky. The enraptured crew has asked Lord Captain's permission to visit this remarkable place. Sure, I'll grant shore leave. The shore leave passed without incident, and the ship's officer talked about it for weeks afterwards. Lady Cassie had spent a great deal of time in the Mirror Mountains. One cannot say whether it was in awe or contemplation. Upon her return to the ship, she spent several days in her quarters in front of her easel. The canvas remains unmarked. Interesting. Okay, we need people. As soon as you draw close to the unknown ship, it points its low cannons directly at you. Several other ships emerge from the shadows of drifting asteroids, tightly circling you. Captain Alexander Philip Barsh offers a mocking greeting and a proposition. You can buy your way out of this, but the price must be to her sole satisfaction. The outrageous suggestion sends your crew into a fury. You're in a no-win scenario. You can enter an uneven fight, lose everything, or shamefully pay to save your skin, sacrificing only your pride. You know what? We're fighting.
The skeins of fate can lead us to victory.
There is, what, 4 ships? We can handle that.
Torpedoes locked.
So what we're gonna do is arc energy. We're gonna fire upon you.
This one's going down.
Oh, yes, you're first, Patty.
Take them.
Rip them apart.
And then full broadside.
Macro cannons, volley.
And then we're going to just jump and
Set the course.
finish right there. They actually got big ships, so. Ooh. Oh, we can move you right here, I think. Oh, you are just out of range. I thought your range was better than that.
Lay in the course.
Oh, I can move you there, which is perfect.
This one's going down.
Can't hit anything, unfortunately, but that's fine. Might target destroyers just to get him out of the fight. Okay, here we go. We're deploying more
Unleash our vengeful salvo.
torpedo. We can hit you actually, so
This one's going down.
We broke their shield, Lord Captain.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars. Fire right now.
Man, they're about dead.
Fire the lance batteries! Lay in the course. This one's going down.
No escape pods detected. No emergency beacon
Leave that
detected.
hole strewn
No
across the
survivors
stars!
detected.
One ship down, 3 to go. Oh, you're right next to our torpedoes? I am going to blow you up, my friend.
Onward! Torpedoes locked! Fire the lance batteries. Leave them. This one's going down. Fire the lance batteries. Set the course. Another salvo!
Purgation through blessed plasma fire.
The time has come.
A worthy deed.
There we go. That was it? Okay. I am definitely repairing our ship. We did the indulgences for sale. We can do good tidings. awesome. No, which one's the ship? That's the colony. No. There we go. That's the cargo. Oh, actually, I could just click a button here. Alright, going to the next system. What's in it? I have no idea. Chart new routes. We're going to start making it, because we started on the second planet, we're going to start making our way back to the first main objective, our main quest. Duty officer reported incident in the shuttle repair bay. Security team was dispatched in response to a distress signal. When they arrived, they discovered that the shuttle repair crew is double in number. Somehow every crew member now had an identical twin, but each assured enforcers that they were the real one. Forces immediately opened fire, killing everyone in the bay. Duty officers awarded the squad a commendation for their diligence and efficiency. God, that is very Warhammer-like. Like, instead of doing the, oh my god, which one's the real one? Just get rid of both of them and be done with it. It's brutal, but it makes sense why they're like that. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick because I see 6 Discord. So let me just clear out those real quick because they're gonna bother me. Because if I see 6 Discord notifications, I'm gonna be worried someone's trying to get a hold of me. Okay. There we go. Alright. We'll start with the starship remains and unidentified object. What did I get out of that? Materials? Oh, I don't know. You can scan. Smuggler's cache. Some medkits and stims. Okay. That reminds me. I need to go through and clear some of my inventory again. Anything we have more than 10 of is probably we're not going to use. So, unless they're like healing items. So we send them to the cargo to be traded. Armor body gloves, cargo. Axes definitely go to cargo. You should be in the cargo in the first place. Mesh vest, cargo. Las pistols, cargo. Okay, I'm just making sure there's nothing here that's supposed to be cargo. Okay. There's some cargo stuff that should have been in my inventory. Alright. This Hulk, it looks like. Ours detect wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of the wreckage remains unclear. Look for the source of the wreckage. That reports that has no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris. Pick up some piece of wreckage. Some of the wreckage is made of plastic, the rest is some unknown material. Studying fragments further is nigh impossible due to severe corrosive damage. Non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Interesting. Plasteel 2. Not worth it. We already have plasteel. We already have some plasteel. Begin the scan. Nothing here. Fine. Move on to the last planet in the system. Begin scan. So, like, poison planet? Valley of Sleep. The crew has discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. It suggests that some kind of sleeping gas vents here. It's likely that the animals either didn't realize they are headed for a deadly trap or even come here to die on purpose. So they guess. After a series of experiments, the ship's weaponsmiths managed to perfect a new few different kinds of ammunition. Gas cloud grenades. Interesting. Interesting. I would have been like, yep, that's gas. Oh, DJ. Oh. So how do we get back over there? We should go here. And then we come here. Because it's safe. And then we go here. And we get unsafe. Hello, Crown. During the warp journey, the Argo discovered a strange object that has been following the Rogue Trader's voyage for several hours. Judging by the distorted telemetry, it was a strangely shaped vessel of Xeno origin. The unidentified pursuer tried to approach the voyage ship several times, and the Argo observed the shimmering energy sails unfurl among the shifting currents of the warp. The strange chase ended after the mysterious ship vanished to the depths of the Sea of Souls. It was like Davy Jones's locker. I bring willful news, Lord Captain. Prelate Hectarchus of the Order of the Hammer has passed away. Okay. Immediately after the launch of the orbital Vox Spire, he entered the halls of recording and, having sat on the command throne, was granted a vision. For over 3 days, Prelate Hectarchus preached about Saint Cognatus being reincarnated in a body made from the saint's own holy relics. His spiritual feat depleted Prelate Hectarchus' strength, and he peacefully departed for the Emperor's throne shortly after the sermon's conclusion. The Order's elders believe that it is a sign that Saint Cognatus' relics, currently stored on planets throughout the expanse, must be brought together. The Order is preparing for the election of a new prelate, under whose guidance it will undertake the holy mission. The majority of the votes are divided between Prioress Lugania, well known for her fervor, and the merciful Cellular Tychon. The minority of the Order sees the Oignomenius Enigmus, a humble and reasonable man, as their prelate. Does it not strike you as odd? I'm afraid it does not. The esteemed began his service as a bow missionary and has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man of his status. He yearned for a worthy spiritual feat, and when presented with the chance to serve as the voice of a saint, he gave what little strength remained. When he died, he was exhausted but content. How does the Order intend to carry out the saint mission? A conclave aims to procure all the relics that once belonged to the saint, all that can be possibly procured. Given that the saint's legendary figure, many items in the Chronos Expanse have a liege connection to him. However, it is as likely that any relic owners will be eager to part with them. The answer to the question is how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them depends on the identity of its next prelate. What will my companions say? I have sympathy for Prioress Lugania. Let her meet with Reverend Hermione on footfall. Should he accept her as a worthy leader, we ought to support her. Very good point. If the person has the support of the pretty much the head person of the church in the Chronos Expanse, that's enough to be good. So that's actually a good point. Idria, a clever and sensible Oignomenius sounds like a safer bet to me than a fanatic or clever astrocat. The voice is that he has his few paltry secrets, and knowledge of those secrets guarantee us his loyalty. Interesting. Brother Tychon, he and I have met, back when he was called Tychon Drivesturm. He wasn't a monk back then. He was a grandson and heir to Urban, governor of Darganus. An honorable young man with a spark in his eye. His ascension would mean much to the Drivsturms. Interesting. Ooh. I wish to know more about the candidates. Prioress Lugania was converted by Hercules on one of the heathen worlds. He has served as his bodyguard for many years, and eventually became the protector of the Order's rectory, and the leader of the military branch. As for Tychon, he's an aristocrat by birth. He had an excellent education and could have lived in luxury, but he is now not renowned secular life for the sake of ascetic vows. He's intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and most importantly, genuinely merciful. Few things can be said about the alchemist Ningmas. He's never been famous for his prowess about or his sermons, but the monastery has never won anything for anything on his watch. He is a most reasonable and obtrusive individual. Ooh. Do we want someone who's completely loyal to us? Do we want someone who's probably going to get the job done? Or do we even want the house to thank us, which could probably be useful supplies? Hmm. You know what? I am very curious, so let's see if the person has the support of the priest. His Holiness will see the truth. Oh, actually, faction points as well. Ooh. 5,000. Reverend arrived on Foulstone and met with the prioress. After confession and philosophical discussion in private, he acknowledged Lucarian as being worthy of a high ecclesiastical station, guaranteed her the support of the cult of St. Drusus. Prioress has been chosen as prelate of the Order of the Hammer. A faithful militia has taken up arms to stake their claim to Saint relics. Neighboring worlds look upon Foulstone with worry and fear, but just as they do upon its patron, the road trader. Interesting. We can't build anything else because we don't have a lot of these. We need Promethean, we need weapons, people. So we can't really do any of this. That's fine. We'll come back to it once we get more supplies. Alright, another notification. What is this to? Okay. 4 planets. What can you give us? Anything good? It looks like a magma world. The desert world. Wait a second. That's 2 of these now. Yeah, we're gonna get that extracted. I don't know if that helps us with anything for... I don't know if we need Phlogistian. We need Prometheum. Weapons. Then 50 profit factor. Ooh. Chasm or Danamine. Okay, so we are away from getting our next thing. Nothing there. That's Ash World, so Ashes lives there naturally. For Prometheum, easy. That changes a lot of things. Now we just need people, weapons, or efficiency. Reputation. Oh, we need a lot of things for that. Okay, so we need a lot of... We just need a lot of stuff before we can do the next colony upgrade. Ashes is homeworld. Yep. And the silence. The silence system. Plasteel 2. We don't need... Really filling out the map these last like 2 or 3 sessions. Just filling it out. Ooh, dangerous. That's fine. We'll risk it for the biscuit. Ooh. A warp breach. This time trouble came straight to the bridge. Mists teeming with swaying nightmarish figures has rolled through the ventilation shafts into the command center. Officers are came for the wave of corruption. There's no time to deliberate. To battle. At least we'll get EXP and items out of this.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Surrender to the dark powers!
Okay, where's the enemy? Oh, mutant crew members. Rotten Heavy. Okay. So they're to the left and the right, huh? Nothing back there. Okay.
I am a navigator. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me?
Buff up the
Human assist,
NPCs.
Lord Captain.
Oh, there's a plague bearer. Oh, they can turn people into bad guys. Okay. Here's something.
A moving target lives longer. Am I getting paid? I hold all the cards.
Aesthetically sound of it. I will do my grey hair, sure hand. Indeed, an exemplary structure. Victory is imminent. Target well struck. It will be done.
Is there a plague bearer down there? No, there's not.
I can do that with the right incentive.
I will do my duty.
Not what I wanted to do. That's fine.
Tell me, and it is done.
I can't believe you
You've got a
missed.
problem. I've got a prize. Weather the storm.
Weapon at the ready.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the wicked. In thy might I stand, and thy light I crave. Faith without deed.
Is this guy dead yet? Yeah, okay, he's like on death's door.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Yep, yep.
Out of my way!
Oh, there's one more guy right there.
I'd rather not. That's not the Seneschal's job. ordered it up.
To the heretics.
Okay. Yeah, area attack right there.
Too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
My faith strengthens me.
Moving out.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Another fern painted wall. If I may,
Sorry, guys. This might hurt a bit.
open your eyes, or I'll open mine.
I know what I'm doing, usually. How about no? I can do that. Don't get too cozy.
I am a navigator. I'll paint your death in colors.
Advancing. Request approved. Scriptural provenance, the Messiah.
Alright, here we go. That's... Oh, they mutated, so they count? Okay.
Follow my lead.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Doubt is for the weak.
I'll drag you under the heel for that.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands,
There we go. Fight should be over. Yep. Black chest plate. How do we exit this fight?
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, yep, we just go back to the map. Alright, we'll visit here. Look, Captain, the Vox has intercepted a distress signal coming from the Imperial vessel. The system contains a ship that belongs to the planetary fleet of Darganis, the capital of the Von Flackness dynasty. Its transmissions repeat at regular intervals, but the mission itself is corrupted. Captain requests for help, groans and shouts. What in the world? Is your name that they're shouting, Lord Captain? Okay, interesting. Begin scan. Well, everyone, we're going in. I have visited half of the optional locations.
I am registering unconventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia Orselio, relative to her limited experience. The unit status is being upgraded.
Knowledge is the key to everything, is it not, esteemed Magos? I learned this wisdom from your fellow priests, and it has helped me many times.
For a moment, I thought there was going to be a fight. Alright, what's going on here? So, it looks like a fresh mutate.
Submit,
I was gonna say-
and you'll die quickly.
Your Emperor won't save you! Me? If you insist, die with grace, at least. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Running binary.
Why? Why me?
I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Death to the weak.
Spontaneous mutation. How exciting.
Tell me, and it is done. Never cross a Kazbalikin. Going somewhere? You've got a problem? I've got a prize. You're more fun. Wanna see a trick?
You know what? Get him right here.
My place is at the fore. It will be done. At your beck and call. I'm not interested. Victory is imminent.
I can do that, with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this?
Oh, you can move pretty far.
Is that my blood?
Oh, they have range attack.
I am your doom.
Oh, yep, I'm moving you right there.
My vow is to serve. Insignificant value.
I will do my... It will be done. No matter the cost. I'd rather not. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Next one is this one right here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. One fewer target.
Next is you up here.
It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair. An exemplary strike. I will do my duty. I took care of this one. Follow my lead. I shall not fear. Victory is imminent. Suits my purposes.
How'd you miss?
Not my specialty. I'll bring glory to my bloodline. Indeed.
still new to the art of exploring.
Swords and armor, body gloves, cargo. We're not going to clear that passage until we clear out this area. Proof flak vest and a chain axe. Unexpected a bit, but not terrible. Gear what we expected.
My success is an irrefutable
Capable resolve enemies per session by wearers. Fellowship bonus within a 5-cell radius. And a Staff of House Cassini. Ooh. Can you use that is the question. Oh yeah. That's not even... Okay, we're gonna give you a much better staff now. We don't get too many staffs with... Blood Island staff is not bad, but it's more willpower. I would take the perception bonus over that.
Victory awaits.
Okay. Just have these 2 mutants left. And then we'll clear out the passageway and go from there.
Unexpected result.
Probably a bigger fight's going to bleed too. Because that fight seemed way too easy with some of the stuff we've been dealing with. Okay. Oh. It froze up for a moment. I was like, oh, are we dead? Okay. Data pistols, knives, eye gloves. Before we talk to the guy. We're gonna steal what we can. Looks like everything that's... Leader of the ravaged ship crew wipes the sweat from his brow in a motion characteristic of navigators. Now with his whole hand, both 2 fingers moving left to right and back, so as not to touch the third eye by accident. His movement is the only sign of fatigue he allows himself. His posture is immaculate, shoulders wide, eyes front, as he did not just emerge from a growing battle, and simply greeting you on the bridge on an uneventful day. My greetings, your lordship. There's no need for introductions. I know the hairs of the Zvon line by sight. I am Hand of House Cassini, navigator of this vessel. As the senior surviving officer, I assume command after the incident. Lady Navigator, what an expected and pleasant meeting, considering the circumstances. Him decorously dips his head to Cassia. I have not had the honor of being personally acquainted with you, but of course I know the album of House Austerlio. How fares the honorable regent? Cassia Austerlio. She offers a reserved nod, cordially without disguise the ice-blue coldness of your words, Navigator Han. However, I will tell Regent Arananto that you inquired after his health. You may pass on my best wishes, Norvator Cassini. Now let's set up the pleasures aside. I'm sure the rogue trader would like to ask you a few questions. As Han speaks, others glare at you with our attention. Up close, you can plainly see that every one of them is a mutant. Their faces and bodies bear the mark of incredibly grotesque deformities, and some of them muttering madmen who attacked you. However, Han's associates seem perfectly clear-eyed, showing no signs of madness. What happened to the ship and the crew, Han? The ship is signed to the port of Dargonia. Some time ago, the captain was instructed to deliver a package, urgently by hand to you. Your ship, we were even shown a pic of your face. Navigator's voice seems calm, yet there is tension in his eyes, which are trained on you. Disaster struck during the warp jump. I will never know all the details, as I was preoccupied with my primary duties, but for some reason, the captain decided to open the package, that, as you may have noticed, had a most destructive impact on the crew. Van frowns. The package contained a chaos artifact, a chaos bomb, if you will. When it was removed from its protective cocoon, the crew began to lose their minds and mutate. The first to be afflicted was the captain and senior officers. The effect spread with incredible speed. At every deck was consumed by it, every last one. The raging mutants no longer saying damaged many systems. The ship was in distress and would have almost certainly been destroyed had I not resorted to make an emergency exit from the warp. The people you see are the only survivors, or rather the only ones who were able to retain both their lives and sanity. I gathered everyone I could, isolated the source of danger, and sent out the distress signal. We were adrift, waiting for help to come, and fighting off mad crew members. Danger arrived. So the Chaos Bomb packet was meant for me. Who's the sender? As far as I'm aware, the order came from Conrad Vakfir, the master of whispers in the Rogue Trader's retinue. It is likely that he arranged delivery, either personally or through intermediaries. Evil Arch face turns a deep hue. That blaster Trader's speed is too Dargonius and is not free to act with impunity. Not surprised me to find out that this was the work of sorcery. How else would we reached the world in such a short time? And pauses and adds, bubbling almost brazenly. Your reaction suggests that you were not expecting a package of this sort. That's good to know. I'd almost convinced myself that the Rogue Trader was deliberately collecting Chaos artifacts. Ooh. I am not tainted by Chaos, and I know nothing is package. I give you my word as a Rogue Trader. He gives you a searching look and bows his head. I beg your pardon, your lordship. I saw the terrible death of the entire group with my own eyes. I was forced to bring the ship out of the warp by means of an emergency maneuver. Then I had to fight my former comrades. Insane and twisted, I am tired. However, the center wanted all of this. Han makes a sweeping gesture out of the destruction and the corpses of crew members around him. It happened to your ship, not ours. Were you not affected by the mutations of madness? Well, that depends. I was born a mutant, you see. Han smiles grimly and warily. Navigators are taught to resist the influence of chaos, and so I have been, as best I could. But I'll be frank with you. I cannot be certain that I avoided it completely. There have been no visible indications, yet. Awareness has failed. Han does not appear to be lying. It is impossible to gauge the extent that artifact's influence on him. Where's the artifact now? The tension in his posture and gaze becomes even more noticeable. I have placed it inside a protective sarcophagus, more reliable than the previous respiratory. However, artifact as powerful as this one cannot be destroyed under these circumstances, but rather, I have no assurance that it would not disintegrate every one of us in scatters across several light hours of neighboring space. But once we are off the ship, I will absolutely find a way to destroy that thing. Oh, yeah, we could lay mines on what remains of the ship and blast along with the artifact from a safe distance. I have the resources and knowledge to do it. Your words give Han a pause, but he seems convinced. He reacts a little, but asks cautiously as the testing words. What about me and the crew? Will you take us with you? Yeah, I'm taking you aboard my ship. There, my lord is law, and no one will dare to take issue with you despite the mutations. Thank you, Han salutes you for adding, Lord Captain. Chain swords, armor, anything else before we leave? Ooh. Boots. Whenever the wearer uses navigator power, they gain dodge. Ooh. I'm just gonna check out this side. I doubt there's anything here. Okay. Look at him go. Alright. So it seems our cousin, who was one of the first bad guys we met, got to one of our planets first and is turning it against us, is what it sounds like. Or he did that real quick and is no longer there. It's hard to tell. Wait, do we... Okay. I wasn't sure if we had to go back to it and destroy it. Get some fuel. Begin the scan. Even though we don't have anything Plasteel 4, not terrible. More trophies. Alright. We can't go out there yet, it looks like. So we'll finally come to here. The vessel's confessors report discontent from among their flock. During the traditional ceremony before departure, a ritual chandelier, 100 candles were snuffed out at once. The missionaries attributed this incident to an open ventilation shaft. Voicemen noticed and are whispering about ill omen, fearing the woes that may soon come. Sanctify all chambers of the voice ship one more time. The holy procession, in full accordance with canon, rekindled the faith in the Voidsmen's hearts, and renewed their belief in the God Emperor's benevolent power. The whispers subside, and the crew is ready to face potential dangers with courage and fervor. Alright. And we're going to visit the planet. Our grain planet. Our food planet. This one is... Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, the power minerals of the system are much those of Telecos Epsilon, home to the agri-world genus that belongs to the dynasty. We received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes the rogue trader and reports that she has begun preparations for a formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. The subjects are looking forward to your visit. Before we do that, we're exploring these planets first. Even though we don't have anything to drill them out, it's still good to see. More fuel. Class Seal 3. Leave Theodore left frozen worlds. I never did discover a reason why, but the Lord Captain never missed a chance to visit such a planet, even on the slightest pretext. Begin scan. Can I say something I love? Is that you can literally see the farm fields that are just spread so far out on this planet, it literally just appears on the planet. To me, that's a nice little touch, that you can just see the farm fields from outer space. That's amazing. That's amazing to me. I'm going to be right back 1 second as well. And I am back. Alright. A little nice tropical planet almost. Oh, a sniper. Thank you for the welcome back. A lavishly dressed noblewoman in a opulent silk gown watches you with an expectant air, but gracefully bows her head. Dim encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Viat Abram. My name is Vizenza Janus Viat Abram of Coronis. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of rogue trader Theodora von Blackness, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of our world. She raises her head slightly. And greetings to you, noble Razarine. It's been years since your last visit to Janus. I'm glad to see you again. It's a good sign when a rogue trader sessional does not visit the subject planned for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Viat? It means the governor is taking care of all matters. There's no need for the sessional to interfere. Let's have a musical laugh. I hear her praise in those words, and I thank you for them. She turns once again to you. And true, if you arrive in the place of the esteemed lady, it's quite unexpected. I love some of the reactions you can give, and I love just like, admit it. You're awed to behold such an illustrious figure whose fame has spread as far as the backwater as the Coronis expanse. Just literally just like, I am my own hype man. Honestly, just be honest. Theodora is dead. I am now the heir of the dynasty. Such tragic news. I see that the planet observes a month of mourning. Ooh. We're in the battle. Who would it? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Right. Just get right into the battle, I suppose. Cassia, immediately.
Me? Another foe painted black.
Doubt is for the weak. The Emperor! Faith without deeds is worthless.
Quick, quick!
Look out. I can handle this.
They're doing like 0 damage. I think we did a bit of leveling up that greatly increased our
As the Emperor
level for this area. Argenta, you missed every shot.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Gonna
As the
reload.
Emperor commands, I act. Power resides in the will of the righteous. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, strike is a prayer.
More enemies. Oh yeah, looks like more enemies. They look like Assassin's Creed people.
Faith without deeds.
Scared yet?
Ripper Rebel.
Show me what you've got.
Break them around! For the glory of the Imperium!
Let's get to it.
Oh.
Don't get too cocky.
You know what? Give him another turn.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
To the heretics!
I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this? Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. They'll write legends about me.
Grey hair, sure hair. That's not the Seneschal's job. It will be done. Brace yourself,
Time
Pamela.
to slaughter someone. I'm here, maggot.
Oh, you poor bastards. You're stuck in here with me.
I will do my duty. One viewer target for Von Valancius. It will be done. I took care of this one. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and one viewer target. It will be done. Target well struck. I will do my... I took care of this one.
I think what's left
A
is just
tactically
you.
sound approach.
Let's make it
Oh,
quick.
I didn't even see you.
My tactics are flawless. Nothing I can't... Another clean strike! Not a problem for me. All too easy. Losing me was your biggest mistake. My time is now!
Is that the fight over? Your Lordship, Emperor preserve us. Are you alright? Do not fret, Ray person. We have grown used to outrageous slovenliness among the wardens of every world we visit. Pascal's Vlogs, quiet first is moving with fury by the end of his remark. That is true. Every world we almost visit so far, we've been ambushed. Pilgranus is strangling this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being. Yet he fears for his own even more. God, you can just execute the officer. I'm fine. I can't say the same for the attackers. Praise the throne. If you would please follow me, I'll personally escort you to the governor, where you will have the protection of walls and wardens. I'll find my own way there. Stand aside. Chainsaw, auto pistols, marksman rifle, manufacture sword, flak armor, chest plate, gas cloud grenade, stun grenade, improved flak vest.
Follow my lead.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Oh, we can get them the word this way. Could we perhaps take a brief detour for a closer look? Sure.
I rise to the occasion.
Why not?
None shall stand in my way.
Forgive me for so boldly stealing you away from the others. I simply wish to spend just a brief moment admiring the breathtaking nature of this place. Reflecting in Cassia's eyes, the bright blue sky looks as though it is engulfed in a blazing sunset. Within the station walls, I could never hope to see anything like this. A sky or a sea or green leaves. I only knew them from meager memories of my childhood. Or perhaps my mind simply made those up. Even my books, my heart and mind's blissful escape, could only do little to help me. When the scribe grows so used to what surrounds him each and every day, he began to take it for granted, and he never think to just write a few lines about it. But for me, to marvel at the grand canopy of the sky again is a true blessing. Ooh, what would I do here? Offer to step in the water, or, you know what? Pick a nearby flower and give it to Cassia. Here's your chance to take a small piece of this place with you. Oh, literally, the only flower we can see right there. Cassia usually accepts the flowers from your hands. Its petals are like velvet. Their fragrance is both sweet and spicy, a fascinating specimen of the local plant life. I do not remember seeing the great coordinates of flora and verdure from the Cornus expansion recorded by Magos Biologist, Corosia Prat. Cassie stopped herself sheepishly. Although I suppose I simply ought to thank you for it. This flower is very beautiful indeed. In that case, I imagine you have never set foot in seawaters before. Would you like to try? Step into the sea, me? Cassie glanced uncertainly at the playful foam licking the sandy shore. Offer her your hand. There's nothing to fear. We shall just let our feet soak a little. Intrigued, Cassie cocks her head to one side. Mischievous dashes of yellow and lilac are fluttering in the wind like bands all around you. I've never seen you exude such colors before. How unexpected. Cassie gives a quick nod and more warily stretches out her long, narrow hand. It is cold to the touch. It looked like we just took seaweed off and tossed it to the side. The sea, it's so wet and cold, and a tiny pebbles tickle my feet. Cassie reserved seriousness gives way to genuine wonder. I never thought it'd be so agreeable and a little startling. Thank you for encouraging me. Cassie catches herself, her expression changing in a flash. She gently frees her hand and awkwardly looks away. Silently taking the view. Cassie relishes every breath of fresh air, her eyes half closed, listening to the sounds of birds hidden from view by the treetops. When the tips of your fingers touch slightly, Cassia starts, but does not remove her hand. Several minutes pass in timid silence. Like mere moments, eventually she pulls away. This place eases the soul, wouldn't you agree? And it's time we were on our way. Already? Yes, of course. Cassie gives the azure expanse of the sea a parting glance and whispers quietly, I think I know what my next painting will be. Why is it a Warhammer game, to me, has more interesting companions, dare I say it, than Baldur's Gate? That might be a hot take. That might be a hot take and a terrible take by quite a few people. Alright, how do I get into this mansion? Oh, that looks like the front door. To the mansion. I know that might be a huge hot take, but I don't know. There's something with these companions that I really enjoy.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Our prayers are different, but I notice similarity in our attitudes towards ministry. It unites us.
You are right. Only we know what it is to pray to our intercessor at an altar, in our struggle to protect those close to us, to be their spiritual shield.
Pascal's been very talkative lately with some of our companions. Very interesting. Upon seeing you, the guard at the door lets out a frightened yelp and doubles over into a low bow. Your lordship, the most honorable Suki. The governor is waiting for you in her office, where she's protected by walls and guards. I love how they keep saying protected by walls and guards twice so far. Would you prefer to meet with her alone or with your entourage? My entourage will accompany me in my meeting with the governor. Yeah, I don't care what the governor says. Like, my entourage is going to be there with me. Cassie literally can read emotions. If something's going on, she'll let me know. Rosetta is furiously swiping at a data slate, issuing commands into a gilded box. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her devices, moves her skirt, and drops to a deep courtesy. Your Lordship, accept my deep, abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. Even my worst nightmares, I could have never imagined. Your local boss is no concern. No, I don't care about your apologies. I could have been killed. The governor trembling all over bows her head even lower. I assure you, Lordship, I would never. I beg you, give me a chance to prove my loyalty and explain myself. The exilic companion sitting beside her also bends to a slavish bow. While reaching out to offer a reassuring touch to Vizetta's hand, who immediately draws it away. One of your wardens helped us in this battle. A superb shot. Who was it? You must be referring to Yuret, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I've turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, Yuret comes from the local degenerate stock of this world. She knows Janus like the back of her hand, so she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit that at times I'm tempted to send her away from the state, her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, and so tall. Jay leans forward curiously. Gauntness of frame and tall stature are features common among Voidborn, my dear governor, does not make them mutants. And pray, whatever you find so disagreeable about this Yulet's appearance? Zenta cringes from the memories. The strange movements, the strange looks, the abnormally large eyes on a naturally distorted face, the pointed ears. She raises his eyebrow meaningfully. Do I have news for you, Shireen? But it's for your ears only. I'll tell you when we meet our mysterious new ally. If you wish to speak to Yurette, you will find her outside in the organary. More likely by this gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. Footfall stations on the verge of starvation. Can Janus supply the people there with provisions? Yes and no, your lordship. If the question is, can such an expensive fertile world as this one feed a few thousand void rats? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing pests every cycle than those on Footfall can eat in their entire lives. But can we ship said provisions to Footfall? Not a chance. Any cargo ship that leaves the surface will be a target for attacks. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over the capital. Our settlers could become targets for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. Logistics of transporting supplies to Footfall won't be possible once our uprising has been completely crushed. It is really embarrassing to admit that every Vladimir Mayazik take that man is better at doing his job as Legion Footfall than Leviette is at keeping her world in check. What's happening on the planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out in Janus. I was not even notified at first. Gripping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. Then it became apparent that what the Administratium's account had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They have already brought 13 agri complexes to a halt and now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Can Janus fulfill its foodstuff supplies under current conditions? I risk angering you, your lordship, but there is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let's consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistics experts in the Administratium are unable to guarantee stable tips when shells are wary of landing at the spaceport, and the 5 peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored in Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Janus does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal. Ships like yours, your lordship. Perhaps you'll find a way to support your subjects in this hour of need. I'm sure even the approximate coordinates would be sufficient to lead the ground forces and ship's crew work together to hunt down the enemy. Ooh, I love this response. Well, if there are no competent people to be found in Janus, I shall have to handle this myself. Or I will get to the bottom of this. I'm sure that. No. I promise you, Governor, I will hunt down those seeds of rebellion and heresy on your planet and burn them to ash. Concern appears in visited eyes. The resolve and valor of the dynasty knows no bounds. I'm immeasurably thankful for your help. Many of those who attacked this state have survived, and perhaps they could have been a valuable source of information. But you make example of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talk about some kind of strange in the area. Besides, they do not know who let those retrogrades in this state. The person who did might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of attack from this state. As the Magos, who's responsible for achromatic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report, and of course, there is my aid in the war against the rebels. Your let. I have no doubt she'll be delighted to share knowledge of Janus with you, your lordship. Who's this person standing next to you? One of the ladies in waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me to remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advisors implacably, and over time Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but also almost my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. Amelia drops to a low curtsy. To bathe in the light of your greatness is a true honor, rogue trader. Tell me about Janus. Janus is a remarkable world, both in terms of its vast potential and in terms of the work that was carried out to transform it to an agri world. Yat has ruled on Janus for many generations. Each new governor has, without fail, contributed to the planet's attainment. This world was once a wild planet full of xenobeasts and utterly unsuitable for growing anything. To this day, despite our best efforts, Janus regularly rebels against us. Earthquakes, tsunamis, emergence of new pests and weeds that invade the affable land. Sometimes I can't help but think that this world is dulled with consciousness. The consciousness of a capricious and stubborn child who likes to spoil everything that we've achieved. What do you grow on, Janus? Mainly pelican, flint, corn, and red turnip. Apart from that, in the southern hemisphere, we have set aside vast tracts of land for the Grox population. Of course, I cannot fail to mention the several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivating the rental of fruit, for personal use and limited export. Even for an agri-road in the back of beyond, this place is a real dump. What do you all do here for fun? When you have free time, that is. If you're asking about those over circle, then let me assure you there are enough noble families in the world to keep boredom at bay. I frequently host guests, your worship, and my servants arrange suitable entertainment, from parlor concerts to private executions of traders who break imperial law. I've never enjoyed such entertainment before. Cassie gives you a hopeful look, and casts her eye down bashfully. It's a terrible shame that we don't have time for parlor concerts. I grow tired of displays of bloodshed. It's the same scene practically every time we set down somewhere. That's a sad truth. Every plan we've come to has been like that. When you're back on football, remind me, my crown-bearing and pallid-featured beauty, to take you to a concert of sorts at a certain parlor, with private dances and heady wines. Let's take my leave. Where are we?
A new challenge for me?
Can you go anywhere here? Nope. Can we go this way?
Follow my lead.
Okay, to this state. I'm gonna grab a quick snack.
I can see the agitation and fear of the servants beside me. But you, how do you manage to drown out their colors with mere words? Their dark hues dissolve immediately, and humility sets in.
I have always desired only respect, not fear. It is good to know that my efforts have not been in vain. Thank you for telling me.
Victory awaits!
Iliad Lenevus greets you, Elantark.
The bizarre creature before you only vaguely resembles a typical human. An unlike body, slender limbs, pointed features, every aspect of its appearance is unnatural and alien. The creature turns its head to you.
Would you look at this? Xenos. Oh, she devoured them, mingling with humans. Don't your lot think themselves above that? Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that it's a Xenos that's been cozying up to Viet, not a mutant.
There is fear in your words. You know what I am, and so I may no longer follow the shadowed path and must be direct.
So for those that don't know, she's a space elf. That's what it is.
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
To be honest, the only part I understood was they have no desire to fight. That's one thing we have in common.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
So you're the governor's mysterious helper?
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
How are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What do you know about the rank and file rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Roulette's face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice, as though she is choosing her words carefully. Do you know who's behind the uprisings on the planet?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
Why do you call me elect?
Because that is what you are. Elantark means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
How did you come to be on Janus?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you.
Your answer's not particularly helpful.
But you are not asking for help, Elantark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
If you want, you can join me. None of the locals will dare to look askance at you in the rogue trader's presence.
So be it. I will go with you. I am ready, Elantark. Let us go forth.
Ooh. Who do I trade out? Is it Jai that I switch out? Here's the thing. I'm thinking about this team carefully. Pascal is nice if we have to do any type of machinery, because without him, every time we interact with a machine, it could be zeros and ones, but he can immediately tells us what the translation is. Cassie can read emotion, so she's pretty much like our person can be like, yeah, that person's lying. So these two are definite ins, just for the roleplay purposes alone. Abelard is our tank. He stays in. Urette is a great sniper. Like, anyone I know who plays the game tells me like she's great to have for combat. So she's staying on the team. I just don't know if I want Argenta or Jai. Argenta is Battle Sister, so she is pretty tanky and does quite a lot of damage. But Jai is our rogue, so she knows underhanded stuff. And she does great area effect damage. So I think we go with this as our team. So critical hits, defense reduction, killing key card is repositioning. Yeah, okay, so piercing shot. Yeah, we'll give you withdrawal. Ballistic skill. Is there anything that's unique to you? We'll take penetration sight. Ballistic skill. Gruesome kill. Okay. I think this is the team I run with.
Operation successful.
Stripped and red clothed, the Mega's spy barely looks human. Wires, tubes, and metal manipulators turn him to a physical machine, while implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. Tech Brate merely takes something in technolignia to a servo skull floating next to him. About your approach, he falls silent and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanic Dinslex, how may I serve you? Pascal and the Lex Mechanic exchange trills of binary greetings. The series of sounds used by Dinslex sounds much longer and more differential than those of Pascal. What do you do here on Janus? Tech Priest's mechanical voice comes out from the speaker on his neck. By the order of the Deptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of the Deptus Instrument Administratium in order to catalog economic data and analyze the information about the planet during the process of creating it to the will of the Imperium. Be blessed, Tech Brother. Your decisions and the decisions of those like you turn anarchy into order, and style classification to knowledge. When Pascal's mechanic droid lightly touches the mechanic's body, the Tech Priest bows respectfully in turn, clearly a little startled. Tell me about Janus. An initializing report. The planet soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation in the Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production processes and logistics operations. Traces of xenoactivity that do not pose an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. What pathologies in the flora and fauna? Genetic and chemical pathologies, your lordship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change chemical composition and become poisonous. This is happening more and more often, and if no action is taken, the ecosystem of the world will be irreparably disrupted. Changes may be artificial, has the possibility being considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space. Not at all, Venerable Magos. Our tech comrades from the Magos biologists are humble workers, not warriors. They could not come up with thought of such a militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to command a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of their minds is confirmed, I will petition on the appropriate penance. It is to the freeze wrath. That is becoming manifest in nature itself. The workings of this world, may the gods preserve us. How did we not notice this sooner? Your glances you before merely looking away. How's the governor dealing with undesirable pathologies? I've analyzed the genome of the affected species and I am currently developing suppressor genes to make the planet's organisms resistant to pathology, but as far I've not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up the processes, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. Traces of xenoactivity? According to the data obtained during the initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origin were noted in different sectors of the planet, but I did not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail. For now, I must deter the quest for knowledge. The expanded space last word with distinct eddy, his eyes fixed on Mego's Heninomen. Talk about something else. I'm listening. How many of the servants of the Adeptus Mechanics are still on the planet? According to the data stored in my calculator, all fractured nodes for food harvesting processors have their own contingent of technomats. The total number counts of 253. Correction, based on the latest data, figures 211 units. How are things with you and your fellows? The current situation of the planet is addressed as stable. The cross of the planet is assessed as encouraging. We'll speak later, as you wish. You know what, we're getting towards like 11:30. I know it's a short stream, but I am about to head into like, not a large dungeon, but a large arc with this, so we'll probably pick this up next time. Let's see who's on. Fine. Read. No problem. Ooh. There's a game that I'm looking forward to, which is called Unicorn Overlord, and someone is playing it, so we're gonna raid over there. And it's Red, who I enjoy quite a bit. Alright, we're gonna head over there. Alright, let's go raid.